Before I begin, I don't know if he's still in the room, but my colleague, my esteemed colleague from Wayland, Gary Burton, was here. There is no truth to the fact that Gary and I have a running battle as to who's not going to call school off. But it is, certainly one of the jobs that you never train for as superintendent, and the first time you're asked to make that decision, you just worry about, are my fellow superintendents going to jump over the cliff with me and call off school? So there's a lot of bantering and phone calling and decision making that goes on between the hours of 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning on one of those snowy or icy days about the whole decision of whether or not you're going to have to say a couple of words and with all of you. And I want to express, first of all, my gratitude for you coming out today. When I was asked about a reception or some kind of a celebration, I really said I want it simple. I really don't want an evening affair with dinner. I really want something that people, particularly the teachers, can feel comfortable coming to. And certainly Sean has found his legs and he's very comfortable here sharing that. I want to thank all of you that have made a donation to the Dover-Sherborn Education Fund. Dover-Sherborn Education Fund is one of the things that makes Dover and Sherborn a very special place as a superintendent of schools to be able to have access to not a few $1,000s, but over $200,000 each year to be given out as grants to the teaching staff in the 4 schools in our district. Yara said we haven't had a grievance in 10 years. It's because of the quality of the teaching staff here in Dover-Sherborn. Every year, my opening day remarks, I've tried to focus on 2 themes. The first has been change, and the second is the challenge to deal with the change. Yes, folks, the world is flat. You've heard Becky Vizelis talk about China. I've been to China twice. Our students in Dover-Sherborn in the United States are competing today on a global stage. We need to prepare our students for a global economy. They are competing for education and careers with every other child in the world. Daniel Pink had it right when he said we have to focus on right brain activities, that we have to teach and provide our students with the opportunities to exercise their creative side, to think differently, to plan, and to think outside of the box. The Dover-Sherborn schools, when I arrived 10 years ago, were excellent. I had the great fortune of following a career educator in Bob Couture. But the standards in 1997 have changed. More is being asked of the public schools in the United States, and particularly in the towns of Dover and Sherborn, and all of you have risen to that challenge. Some of you have said previously that I have been a part of that challenge, that I have established the vision, the core values. I know that at times I've been the taskmaster to make things happen and make things change. And I wasn't always the easiest taskmaster, because I know many times I would say to people, no, we are moving forward. We are not going to study it for another year. We need to move forward. We need to make change, and we need to address that change. Many people rose to that challenge. Many of you had doubts, but I think in the 10 years that I've been here, most people have come to realize that the path that we have set together has been the right path. Acknowledgement that we've had in the last week by U.S. News and World Report ranking us as one of the top 100 high schools in the United States and recipient of a gold medal. That acknowledgement is a credit to the faculty and staff and the administration in the schools, both at Pine Hill and Chickering, the middle school and the high school. But that award was in recognition of what our students are capable of upon graduation. Their readiness to continue higher education, their readiness to make it in the world. Those were the things that were evaluated. Those were the things that were recognized by U.S. News and World Report. We've received other recognition in the Newsweek analysis, which has used one measure, AP scores, and we've been in the top 200 schools for the last 2 years in that ranking. But all of that, set that aside. The real strength of this school district has been at the grassroots level, at the classroom level, with each and every person joining the team and moving forward. My family is here with me this evening, and you've all gotten to see Sean. He's the love of my life, And I can tell you that retiring is really to spend more time with my grandson. Thank you all.